Jeopardy! Fan favorite Ken Jennings tweets fans hint of hope. Jeopardy! Fan favorite Ken Jennings posted a tweet that gave fans a hint of hope. He's been away from the game show since early May. Jennings broke the news with his 491K followers on Twitter. The former champ warned viewers of the show that he would be away for months. In the meantime, fans wondered when he could make a comeback. Actress Mayim Bialik filled in for him for several weeks. Fans got sick of her constant blunders and mishaps. Some of them have been begging for Jennings to come back to his rightful position. Jeopardy! Fans have been waiting to see who will become the new permanent host. Both Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik have been filling in for the late Alex Trebek. This comes after the results of season 37, which had its share of controversy. Former executive producer Mike Richards was awarded the full-time position until his past came back to haunt him. Season 37 of Jeopardy! Featured many celebrity guest hosts, including the disgraced Mike Richards. At the time, fans wanted Reading Rainbow alum LeVar Burton to end up with the coveted position. The permanent hosting position is still undecided at the time of this writing. Producers hinted that they may have multiple hosts to help out with the ever-growing franchise. The ratings rose to 9.7 million when Ken Jennings made his first appearance as host. However, when Bialik took over during his hiatus, the ratings plummeted. Family Feud ended up becoming the new popular game show in the evenings. Fans think this is a clue that viewers don't want the Blossom alum to end up as the new host. They also noticed that Jennings accepted the 2022 Daytime Emmy Award in June without Bialik, who also wasn't featured in the montage. It's likely he could end up with a new position. Ken Jennings has a new goal. Ken Jennings took to Twitter to reveal his new goal. Little did he know that his tweet would give his fans a glimmer of hope. On Sunday, July 17th, Jennings tweeted about his future plans. He retweeted a post from the Seattle Mariners about their winning streak that spanned 13 games. "If this streak goes 74 games, I want to throw out the first pitch," Ken Jennings tweeted. Jeopardy! Fans immediately knew what he was talking about. He won 74 games of the classic quiz show, which he was alluding to in his message. Fans loved his tweet and said they want to see it happen. "We can only hope. Another Ken W. You would totally deserve it." Fans are looking forward to Ken Jennings' return to Jeopardy! What are your thoughts on his tweet? Who do you think should become the new host? Sound off below in the comment section. Check back with TV Shows Ace for more news on Ken Jennings. In the world of television game shows, few names shine as brightly as Ken Jennings. A household name since his record-breaking 74-game winning streak on Jeopardy! In 2004, Jennings has remained deeply woven into the fabric of the show's legacy. Now fans are buzzing once again thanks to a cryptic tweet that might hint at something bigger on the horizon. Could it be hope for a permanent Jeopardy! Hosting role? A special tournament? A reunion of champions? As always in the age of the internet, one tweet is all it takes to light the flame of speculation, and Ken Jennings just lit a bonfire. A cryptic tweet sparks a storm. Late Sunday evening, Jennings posted on X, formerly Twitter, "Some things are worth waiting for. #Jeopardy!" That was it, just a single line, unaccompanied by an image, link, or further explanation. But for Jeopardy! Fans, those few words were more than enough to trigger an avalanche of theories. The tweet quickly racked up thousands of likes and retweets, with replies ranging from hopeful enthusiasm to frenzied sleuthing. "Are you finally the permanent host?" one fan asked. Another posted, "Wait, is there another Tournament of Champions coming?" While Jennings has always been active on social media, often sharing trivia tidbits, dad jokes, and book recommendations, this tweet stood apart. It was deliberate, emotionally charged, and suspiciously timed. What exactly are we waiting for? The Jennings journey. A quick recap. Ken Jennings' Jeopardy! Journey has been long and layered. After his historic run in 2004, he became a sort of ambassador for the franchise, appearing in specials, writing trivia books, and eventually competing in several elite tournaments, including the 2020 Jeopardy! The greatest of all-time tournament, which he won. Following the death of beloved host Alex Trebek in 2020, Jeopardy! Entered a phase of uncertainty. A series of guest hosts followed, including Jennings himself. The hosting debate became a hot-button issue within the fan base, with many viewing Jennings as the natural successor to Trebek's intellectual and composed presence. But the path was anything but smooth. Executive producer Mike Richards was briefly named host, only to step down amidst controversy. In the fallout, Jennings and actress Mayim Bialik began splitting hosting duties. Yet fans remained divided, some preferring the nostalgic poise of Jennings, others drawn to Bialik's warmth and enthusiasm. In recent months, with Bialik stepping away from the show entirely, Jennings has been the primary face of Jeopardy. Once again. But Sony has yet to make any official statement declaring him the permanent solo host. That has kept speculation alive and the door open. Fans reading between the lines, to seasoned fans, Jennings' tweet felt less like a tease and more like a quiet confirmation. His choice of words, worth waiting for, evoked patience rewarded. Was it a nod to those who've championed him as Trebek's true heir for years? User at Triviaditon replied, "You are Jeopardy. Now, we've waited long enough." Another wrote, "You've earned it. No one knows the game better, respects it more, or represents it with as much grace." Jennings' deep knowledge of the game, quick wit, and clear affection for contestants have made him the front-runner in fans' hearts. Many see his hosting style as a continuation of Trebek's legacy, never too flashy, always focused on the players and the clues. Could the tweet be a subtle confirmation that Sony is about to remove the interim label once and for all? Or is it something even more exciting? Theories fly, tournaments, specials, and surprises, given Jennings' stature in the Jeopardy universe. Fans also speculated that the tweet could relate to something beyond hosting. One popular theory is that a new high-stakes tournament is in the works. With the success of events like the greatest of all time and second-chance tournaments, Jeopardy has leaned heavily into spectacle in recent years. Could Jennings be hinting at another elite matchup, perhaps pitting former champions against rising stars? There's also talk of a potential Jeopardy documentary series, similar to ESPN's The Last Dance or Netflix's Formula One Drive to Survive, that dives deep into the game's rich history and culture. Jennings, with his encyclopedic recall and storytelling charm, would be the ideal narrator or executive producer for such a project. And then there's the wild card, a full-on Jeopardy cinematic adaptation or prestige streaming series. After all, trivia is cool again. With Jennings at the helm, could Jeopardy become the next pop culture obsession? Hope, legacy, and a new era. Whatever Jennings is teasing, it's clear that his connection to Jeopardy has only deepened over time. He is no longer just its most famous contestant. He is now its steward. In interviews, Jennings has spoken openly about the weight of taking over Trebek's podium. "It's not about trying to be Alex," he once said. "It's about trying to honor what he built and make sure the show is as strong as ever." That humility, paired with deep reverence for the show's traditions, has helped Jennings slowly win over even the most skeptical viewers. Now, many are calling for the producers to make what they see as an obvious choice official. "He's earned it in every way," wrote one fan in a viral thread. "The show feels right with Ken. It sounds right with Ken. Give him the keys already. The game show must go on." The world of game shows thrives on consistency and trust. Trebek's 36-year tenure offered both in spades. In an era when media is fractured and fleeting, Jeopardy has been a cultural constant, a half hour of civility, intellect, and calm. For the next generation, Ken Jennings may just be the figure to carry that torch.